y'all doing?
What are y'all doing?
What is y'all doing?
Guess. Take a guess what I'm doing.
Hey, you're like a baby to me.
The video that you just witnessed included a young boy, about 10 years old, getting detained because he allegedly stole a $3 bag of chips. Really glad that the police are focusing their resources on detaining a child over a bag of chips. Now, this is a disturbing video that's been circulating online showing the 3 Syracuse police officers accosting, I apologize, not a 10-year-old boy, an 8-year-old boy. And they put him in the back of their police vehicle and then also took him to his parents' home. Now, before we explain the details, I do want you to watch more context of this video. Let's take a look at that and I'll tell you what happened afterward.
What is y'all doing?
What are y'all doing?
What is y'all doing?
Guess. Take a guess what I'm doing.
Hey, you're like a baby to me. Why you?
Guess what I'm doing.
I don't know what you doing. I just see you snatching him up off the.
No.
So what? So what's going on then?
He's stealing stuff. If he breaks into your house to steal something.
Nah, man. What he selling, a bag of chips? So y'all treat me like a whole cold-blooded killer?
Keep walking, dude. You don't even know what you're
Keep
talking
walking. I know what I just came up and see. I know the came up and see.
about. Okay, what did you see?
I see y'all snatching him up the back like you're a grown-ass man.
Wasn't him.
Ain't he saying it wasn't him? What is y'all doing?
Crazy. How old is he? 10 years?
What is y'all talking about, man?
That's against the law.
What is y'all doing?
So you cannot put that.
What is y'all doing? Take the chips. If he stole some chips, I'll pay for him. I'll pay for him. You don't even know where he lives.
Higher rank, you know.
Y'all just throwing him in the car.
That's what they do. They come here.
What is y'all doing? Leave him
It's
alone.
on camera. That's all we can do.
He a kid.
So the response from officials following the viral video is exactly what you could expect it to be. So the Syracuse Police Department says, they're doing an internal investigation, blah, blah, blah. We know where that goes. And then you also have the mayor releasing a milquetoast response to it. When the online video was first shared with me on Monday, I was concerned. I asked the Syracuse Police Department to review all body-worn camera footage, which is ongoing. Like, we see it clearly. We see the video very clearly.
And maybe before the video started, they're gonna say that. They're gonna say
there's
that.
a kid who allegedly stole a bag of chips. Why are cops involved?
Well, if they hadn't stopped him, what if he'd stolen a drink or something? Like, this is a spree and it has to be shut down.
Listen, if you're the store owner, okay, and you're mad that an 8-year-old boy stole something of very little value from your store, hit up the parents. Why get the police involved?
Yeah. Or by the way, my biggest issue, we are lucky at least that in this case, it's not a video of the cops beating the hell out of the 8-year-old. Nobody died. So, in comparison to many videos that we have to cover every week, this works out a little bit better. That said, when you have this interaction, you still get to choose as an individual police officer how you deal with it.
Totally.
And they decided to go, like you said, multiple people, you get in people's faces. When they express concerns, you disrespect them. You imply, what if he broke into your house? I don't think he's kicking down any doors. This isn't like a breaking and entering situation.
No, but
it's a bad way to go about it.
Listen, you obviously you don't want to send a message to kids that it's totally fine to shoplift. Okay, I get that. This is a good opportunity for it to be a learning experience. But it can't be a learning experience if you traumatize a kid by forcing him into the back of a police vehicle.
Yeah.
That is traumatizing to an 8-year-old. I remember being a kid. Don't get too mad at my parents, okay? They were good parents, but I remember my parents, whenever I was acting up, they'd be like, "We're gonna call the police," and I was terrified at the thought of the police coming. Just the thought of it. Think about the mindset of an 8-year-old. Again, this is a good teachable moment for him. So if I were the store owner, or if, let's say, the store owner decided to call the cops and the cops show up, if I were a cop, the way that I would handle it is, hey, it's gonna be all right. What you did wasn't okay. We're gonna call your dad. We're gonna call your mom, whoever your parents are. We're gonna call them and we're gonna talk it out, and it'll be, again, a moment to learn.
Yeah.
Instead of doing that, they treated this kid like he's some violent criminal. And at first, his father was like, yeah, they brought him home and they seemed perfectly fine. They didn't have him in handcuffs or anything. And then he saw the video.
Yeah.
and was like mortified by the video and has decided to file a complaint with the police department as a result.
Yeah, and look, at the end of the day, it's up to them. But yeah, the only thing I would amend from what you said is it's going to be a moment of learning no matter what. The question is going to be what lessons are going to be learned and by who.
Yeah.
What is that kid going to take away for the next few years, for the rest of his life about cops? What about the community that gets to witness that? All of the people who will see the video. Like the cops are trained to be so terrified of violence, deadly violence that could come from any corner. Why aren't they trained to be at least a little bit concerned about the image that they are presenting to the communities that they're supposed to be serving?
And by the way, don't forget that this is happening with the backdrop of violent crime increasing, right? Something I've been talking about on the show. This is what you're wasting your time with? Really? You're wasting your time with a 10-year-old, I'm sorry, I keep saying he's 10. 8-year-old kid.
Well, someone had yelled out he looks 10. I think that got in a lot of people's minds. On the video, someone said he looks like he's 10.
But whether he's 10 or 8 doesn't even matter. It's a child. This is what you're spending your time doing. It's infuriating. It really is infuriating. It looks terrible, it is terrible, and it has a psychological impact on the child that is not in any way productive. That's the point.
Yeah.